Hello everybody, and welcome to the new Super Mario Bros. U walkthrough. Yes, I'm actually doing a 2D Mario game, what the hell? I never thought I would be doing this, but when I got my Wii U, I thought, well, I wasn't going to do Nintendo Land, which was the only game I had up until, like, Christmas. And then I got this game, and I thought, I started recording it to do a review, and then just thought, well, why not do a full-on walkthrough, and then I don't have to worry about ever having to go through the horror of some of the star coins ever again. So, as we start off on one of the Wii U launch titles, Bowser is kidnapping Peach once again, as he does generally. This is a very common thing in the Mushroom Kingdom. That's very pleasant of you, Bowser. Thank you so much. And here we have the introduction of the Super Acorn, which is glorious, and yay for baby Yoshis! And bloody hell, we are far away. So after that very brief introduction, we can roughly start the game. Little bits and bobs here. New Super Mario Bros. U is developed by Nintendo EAD, aka, I believe that's the team that made Galaxy and so on and so forth. Let me just double check that fact, I don't want to get that wrong. Also, obviously, it's the first team to, it's one of the Wii U launch titles. Yes, they made Galaxy and Galaxy 2, so you know that they're good, Nintendo EAD. Release date was November 18th for USA, November 30th for Europe and Australia, and December 8th for Japan. And yes, here's the first stage in Acorn Plains. Now, I'm warning you now, this is not going to be the most skilled walkthrough of this game on the internet, because essentially what it is it's a blind walkthrough, which I know sounds stupid, but basically what I'm doing is, it's the first time ever playing through the game, but I've got a guide helping me along to grab the star coins, because some of these are a bit of a pain to find, and I'm just lazy. So, yeah, just warning you now that the skills are not great at the start, nor will they be for quite a run of the game until I finally kick into full gear. But once I reach that point, then it's all perfectly fine. Now, one thing that I should probably mention is that this is actually my first 2D Mario... Well, same it's my first 2D Mario game. My first 2D Mario game is the original Super Mario Brothers, and the only reason that's the case is because of the 3DS Ambassadors program. I wasn't very good at the original, so I was just like, I don't like 2D Mario games because I'm not good at them. But seeing as there was such a lack of games coming out for the Wii U, I thought, well, this is a worthwhile launch title, why not? And I'm quite glad I did, because it's a really fun game. More fun than I was expecting it to be anyway. Now, obviously you've got your in here in Acorn Plains. I should probably just describe the Acorn Plains a wee bit. As soon as I find the... Oh, deleted the blooming piece of info I was gonna give you. That's bloody typical. Oh well, well, either way, haven't been talking about it much, but this is what we've got here is the squirrel suit. Flying squirrel suit, given by the Super Acorn, which is really nifty little addition to the franchise, because it's just really fun to control, and so on. So I have to say, I really do like New Super Mario Bros. U. Probably helps that it is my first New Super Mario Bros. Title, and therefore I am more predisposed to like it because I haven't been going through every single game of the New Super Mario Bros. Series that are all the same. So I have got a slightly skewed view of this. I might as well go on through some of the names for Acorn Plains. In Japanese, it's Donguri Iegen, which is Acorn Plains. In Spanish, in the NOA version, it's Pradera Belotera, which is Acorn Prairie. In Spanish, for Nintendo Europe, it's Dehesa Belotera, which is Acorn Grassland. French is Plan de Caranchine, which is Big Oak Plains. Dutch is Acorn Valley. I'm saying these so wrong. It's which is Acorn Valley. German is Acornhain, which is Acorn Grove. Italian is Piana delle Giande, which is Acorn Plains, and Portuguese is Planície da Bolotas, which is also Acorn Plains. Interesting thing about Acorn Plains is that in the early builds of the game, the map looked really, really different. And it was significantly less detailed. The acorn trees that you could see didn't show super acorns. The map only had 2 red toad houses, and the green toad house that you will see eventually is in a different spot. There are also 2 enemy courses instead of 1. A secret exit planned to appear in Yoshi Hill, which revealed a bridge to the castle and the spot where the balloon baby Yoshi is gone. Also, previous footage of the Acorn Plains map depicted that the piranha plant is nesting in a green pipe instead of a red pipe. I do believe that's pretty much the gist of Acorn Plains. There's 8 levels. That's generally the case for most of the levels in the game. So, it's good. Now, I have to say, the main thing with New Super Mario Bros. U is that it does like to use the Super Acorn a lot. For the most part, you can generally get away with going through the game without needing the Super Acorn for certain star coins, but for at least 2, it is absolutely compulsory. You cannot get the star coins if you do not get the Super Acorn. And be flying Squirrel Mario! I have to say, I've done a lot of talking so far. I've only just started. Lummy neck. I guess there's more to talk about at the start of this than I bloody expected. Oh well, hopefully that's a sign of things to come. Or it could be like usual, where I have so much to say at the start and I don't pace myself, and then I just run out towards the end. Which wouldn't be fun. But oh well. I'm gonna try... no. I'm not getting in the top of that flagpole. Thankfully it's not like Super Mario 3D Land, where getting the top of the flagpole is required to get the final level in the game. But then again, it's slightly nicer in that you have the Tanuki suit. So, or raccoon suit, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Oh dear. Loving the reuse of that voice clip, Nintendo. Are you gonna get tired of it anytime soon? You have kind of been using it since the original Super Mario Galaxy. Might be getting a wee bit tiring now, if you get what I mean. Now, yes, basically what I'm doing in this walkthrough, I should probably say, is I'm gonna get every single star coin and every single secret exit and normal exit in the game. So there will be because I'm not. This is just like a more casual walkthrough. If I don't get it on the first run through of a level, then I will go and replay through the level. Also, I'm going to be cutting out deaths, just because otherwise that would make this last a lot longer, because I did a lot of failing. Particularly, believe it's World 4. Yeah, I did terribly in World 4, let's put it that way. And, good lord. I get really reckless. It must just be something to do with, what I'm used to. Oh, good grief. I don't know why I was desperate for those coins. Maybe for the extra life. Most likely for the extra life. So, yes, I'm going to be getting every single normal exit and secret exit, and I will be replaying through stages when it's necessary. But, don't worry, it's going to flow along quite quickly. None of the parts are too long from what I remember. And in general, sort of, we're just going to be just powering through this game. Because I was expecting it to be a lot more difficult than it is. It's actually easier than I say easier, I screwed up a hell of a lot. But I wasn't expecting to 100% it on my first run through. I didn't think I was good enough. But as you will see, I'm better at video games than I thought I was. Now, there are certain levels that have secret exits. This is one of them. There aren't too many listed throughout the game. I believe World 5 has the most secret exits in the game. But we will get to that when we get to it. Now, the general sort of pattern with how levels are going to go is that we are going to go to the secret levels after I've done all the normal levels, but before I do the castle. So, nice and simple, really. Another thing is, I haven't discussed the new enemy that you will have undoubtedly seen throughout here. Is the Waddle Wing, which is the squirrel thing. Sometimes they are carrying super acorns, and that's always good. Its Japanese name is Zunguri, which means stubby. Spanish for Nintendo of America is Ardelenita, which is a pun on Ardilla, squirrel, and Ilenita, which is full. Spanish Nintendo of Europe is Ardegori, which is a pun on Ardilla, squirrel, and Gorda, fat. French is Dendinard, which is a portmanteau of dent, tooth, dandier, which is waddle, and ard, which is a suffix used for several things, such as making pejorative words or forming animal names. German is Feisthorn or Feisthorn, pun on Acorn for squirrel and Feist for plump. Portuguese is Pteroduco, pun on Pterodactylo, meaning pterodactyl, and Gorducho, meaning chubby. There's not that many new enemies, but there are a few. I'll try and name all of the new ones. There's no point in me naming all the old ones, a la Dry Bones, Goomba, and so on and so forth. But, I'm sure you remember these and love them so much, because they're just kind of classics. Now, after sort of, if I recall correctly, this castle kind of slightly terrified me when I first started playing, because I was just like, shit, this is difficult. It's not difficult, but it was just kind of just like, ah. But after sort of I got used to it, it became my it became my save point mission. Because basically in New Super Mario Bros. U, I think it's the same in all of the New Super Mario Bros. Games, you can't save until after a castle level. So you've got the mid-world castles and the final castle. So when you get to the end of the game, when you've got not very many levels, and they're very difficult, and it's likely that you will die. I came back to this level because I was just like, oh, I'm not going to die in this one, it'll be fine. And I used it to save quite frequently, actually. So it's a very good little level for a save point once you've got the gist of it, because it's reasonably quick when you are just kind of powering through it rather than trying to get all the star coins. That slows you down a bit, but yeah. And I screwed that one up. Oh well, thankfully we can actually go back down. So that's the one thing I like about this game, is that in quite a lot of the cases, the star coins aren't missed straight from the off. You can actually, you've got a little bit of leeway. Not for some of them. Some of them you've got absolutely no leeway whatsoever. I'll point those ones out when we get to them. But most are decent. Also, murdering Dry Bones. Mwahaha! I'm so evil. Obviously, that's just the way I roll. And we finally get to the boss. Who is our wonderful boss going to be? It's Boom Boom! Now, Boom Boom first appeared in Super Mario Bros. 3 in 1988. He also made a large appearance in Super Mario 2D Land, and he's generally just been a boss that's turned up quite frequently. Japanese name is Bum Bum, which is Boom Boom. Bun is an onomatopoeia for boom. Spanish is Bum Bum, Italian Boom Boom, Portuguese Bum Bum, and Korean Boom Boom. And it's pretty easy. I failed miserably, so that's why I got hit. But yeah, we've already hit the halfway point of Acorn Plains. Blimmin' heck, we're just running through this. Let's get going and try and save Peach.